Hey guys, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don, and I have a gift request from none other than Eliyahs Romans. Eliyahs, thank you for this gift and request, and it's Ray Price, A Way to Survive. And is this like a way to survive after a breakup? I don't know, but I'm wearing my R in honor of Ray Price. It's my Rutgers hat, of course, because I'm a Rutgers alum and fan and long-suffering fan, but Ray doesn't make me suffer. Although this song might be a sad breakup song, I'm not quite sure, but it seems to have possible philosophical implications, which I like because that's in my wheelhouse. So thank you, Elias, for the gift. And I did get a live performance of Ray. I'm pretty sure that's what you had wanted. So this one's from 2010, so about 15 years ago. All right, here we go. Let's find a way to survive.
You know, every guest we have on the show is important to us and special, but we've got an extra special one here today, and here to tell you all about him is Marty Stewart.
I agree with you 100%. That is Mr. Ray Price, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Price, thank you for coming by.
Marty show.
You see him?
I see him.
You see them red shoes? The man that wrote this song right here, Mr. Hank Cochran. How about a hand for Mr. Hank Cochran?
All right,
Hall of Fame songwriter.
He's written a lot of them.
You betcha. And here's one of them right here, a classic. Mr. Ray Price to sing A Way to Survive. Mr. Price?
I love the beginning. Steel.
I look at your picture too often. It helps keep your memory alive. It's not healthy, they say, to relive yesterday. But for me, it's the way to survive. I must cling to what's gone if I'm to go on. I can't face the future. I've tried. Perhaps for the rest, looking back isn't best. But for me, it's the way to survive.
This is why I'm more of an individualist, libertarian, if you will, because everybody's experience is unique. Nothing is this corporate, universal, formulaic experience. Like other people will tell him in the context of the song, it's not good for you to do that. But they don't know that. They don't know all the dynamics of his life to say that. Now, I get the desire for people to see you happy and see you moving on. And they'll make the connection that you looking at that picture is what's making you unhappy. But I love in this song that there's another side being presented that for me, this is how I survive. And these are the things that I think of, obviously, when I hear songs. I'm like, put it in that personal context of what it's like for that person. That's why judging another person is, I don't want to say it's wrong. We all judge things, and it's normal. It's natural. And most people associate judgment with negativity. Like, oh, you're judging me. It's like, well, of course, we're judging each other all the time. It's the way we survive. It's the way we live. We're making assessments constantly, what to say, what not to say, how to say it, how not to say, all these sorts of things. But assessing how another person ought to live is very frequently overstepping one's bounds. Unless you're living with a person, married, or they're your child or your parent, whatever, then you're going to have thoughts to sort of help them navigate the waters. But this is already in this song. This is what's going on in this song. People are telling him how to live. It's like, no, he's saying, this is how I survive. What a great concept. Oh my God. Incredible.
When my heart aches, I read all your letters. Their words keep your memory alive. They say I can't last if I live in the past. But for me, it's the way to survive.
Sometimes that's all you can do is survive.
I must cling to what's gone. If I could go on, I can't face the future. I've tried. Perhaps for the rest, looking back isn't best.
Those pauses.
But for me, it's the way to survive.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Price. On behalf of Ray Price and the Cherokee Cowboys, all the fabulous performers, Connie Smith, Leroy Troy, Gary Carter, Mr. Pig Robbins, I'm Marty Stewart saying thank you for coming. Come back next week. We'll show you another way to survive.
That just shows that there's no formula. And this, I'm happy, even in the beginning, I said this song title may have philosophical implications. And it does. Because the way we think about things, he just turned it on its head. You know, all the people are saying, don't do this because this is the universal way in which your life will be better. And he's saying, no. Let me introduce you to a new way of thinking about it. It's how I survive. William F. Buckley Jr., who was one of the most brilliant writers, he was very funny too, but was considered, before he passed, to be the world's greatest debater. Very educated, very witty, very astute, very in the moment. I used to watch him on Firing Line and all this, and I read a lot of his things, and I remember I don't know if it was somebody was challenging him. It might have been in the notes and asides section of the National Review. And in any case, he was known for being very good linguistically. He's very good with language. And somebody challenged him on his particular use of a word. And the gentleman had said to Buckley that, like, if you would use this form of the word, it would have been shorter, one syllable shorter. And the implication being that shorter is better, a la William of Ockham, Occam's razor. And Buckley responded by simply saying, "Dear Mr. So-and-so, I chose that version of the word because I wanted an extra syllable." And extra was in italics. And then he said, "So take your fight somewhere else." And this guy was a fan of Buckley's, but Buckley didn't like being challenged on stuff like in ways in which he thought it to be stupid. And he didn't mind making people feel stupid. I don't think it was necessarily his goal, but he was not opposed to it at all. And I always remembered that, like I wanted an extra syllable. And he highlighted that word extra. And that just showed me, it's like, yeah, there's no formula. You can't apply one way to everybody's circumstance. And in this song, that's what was going on. He was saying, people are telling me, don't read the letters. But he's like, this is how I survive. I look at her pictures because this is how I survive. I need this. It may not be right for 99% of the people, but maybe you guys ought to try it. Maybe actually living in this will help you get through things. Sometimes you have to grieve. I mean, and the mod said it. You've got to grieve to get over grief. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself experience it. Your soul, your being, your heart will revive when it's ready to revive. And you really can't talk it into or out of anything. Some people like to drink to get through their troubles. To me, it only makes them worse. It forestalls it. But, sometimes you need to just get a break. Although alcohol generally makes it worse. That's my experience. Believe me, that's my experience in life. In watching other people, because I don't get drunk. It's just not my thing. But Eliyahs, man, you got me going again. You're good at this. Montauk Ed is good at this too, and some others are. But you're very good at picking songs that get me going. I don't know if you're well attuned to me or if it's just coincidence, but you got me going. I am going to rate this song. Hank Cochran nailed this one. The pauses Ray had in there when he sang it, just the mark of a consummate professional. The number that popped into my head was a 9.8. I just love the way he turned it on his head. You know what? People say, don't look back. I say, I'm looking back. It's how I'm surviving. There you have it. And surviving's important to me, clearly. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. You can thank Mr. Eliyahs Romans for that. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.
Their words keep your memory alive.